Morning. Fairly simply 25 years ago. This is our 25th anniversary, with Anita Moeller going into the Acre neighborhood and doing a project for her UMass Lowell senior project, I guess, internship, about why women in that neighborhood were not working. And she found two things. One, that they couldn't find childcare, and two, that they didn't speak English and were struggling to get jobs. So Acre was really founded as a response to both of those things. Both it provides childcare for women who want to work, but also offered a pathway for women to work and earn an income and build a small business.
It didn't take much research to find out that there really was no licensed childcare in the Acre at all. Nothing that was licensed. And in the city, there was no childcare where someone that spoke a language other than English could go and talk to the teacher or the director of the center in their own language. There would be staff and assistants occasionally, but there wasn't any care that was specifically geared towards the diversity of the community that we were in. And then I heard about this other option where people could get licensed to care for kids right in their homes. And the education required to do that was being a parent per year. Well, that's an opportunity. We have lots of people that are parents, and in door knocking and talking to people, there were people that were really interested in being part of the solution, and interested in childcare. So we went back around and said, would you be interested in really starting a childcare business? And folks were enthusiastic. Then the Ms. Foundation for Women came in somewhere in that process, and just saw Acre Family Child Care as really unique, because not that we were only the only family child care system in Massachusetts, because we weren't. The other ones existed, but we were the only ones that were purposely training members of the community to start a small business caring for children. Other folks would generally find folks that had meandered their way through the system, gotten a license, and were running a small business, and would work with them as a system or a food program or whatever. But we were very intent on providing all the training up front that it took to ensure that that business would be successful, and targeting women for whom this economic opportunity was instrumental to changing their lives, that wanted to start a business and wanted to grow personally and professionally and economically in ways that Acre could meet that need. So that was really in line with the Ms. Foundation's goals. And they weren't afraid to pick on something small and help it grow. They were looking for sort of innovative, real projects that weren't just, sounds good, but will it ever really do anything? So they came out and visited. We took them around to educators, family child care homes, and I think they just saw how genuine our project was, and gave us the first grant. I mean, I just remember when we got that first grant, we wrote on the windows of Acre that we were renting from CBA, "Thank you, Ms. Foundation." We were just like so excited that a national group was going to look, our little project here in the Acre. It was like, wow, it made us feel kind of big time.
My name is Angela Mendonza. I am from Colombia. I had been in this country for 18 years, and from those 18 years I had been 13 with Acre, 10 as a provider, and 3 as a staff home visitor. My wish definitely is that I can keep going another 25 years or longer, and that grows stronger and keeps offering to the providers, to the families, to the children, the same opportunities that they have been offering to us. And I wish that more people, not only the Lowell community, recognize Acre, but outside, and that continues being stronger for us, the ones that depend on this agency.
I'm Claudia Espinola, and I am a child of a former Acre provider, and am also now a board member of the Acre organization. So I remember my mom first became an Acre provider when I was still in grade school, and I remember specifically her being really excited one day when she came home from work because someone who was her client of hers as a hairdresser told her about the program that was just getting started. It was called Acre, and it was helping women to run an at-home child care, which gave them financial independence and also allowed them to be home with their children.
I become a provider after the training I have, which is it's unbelievable. The training is something like I believe as a woman, as a mother, every single human being should have that training, because I become a better mother, a better person even. And I was so proud of myself that I was in that class to become all these things that I always wanted to be better on whatever in my life.
Being able to start the at-home childcare allowed for us as kids to have a mom present at home, and then more importantly, as a sort of role model to me, I think it was a real impact to see my mom being one of the first women in my family to not have to depend on anyone else's income. And I think that sense of empowerment really transcended just the immediate role as an Acre provider, but really kind of taught me that I could be independent and be an entrepreneur, and gave me that entrepreneurial spirit. And today I run my own business. I have a footwear company in Boston, and I often think back of when I first had the idea that I could run a business, and I'd have to say that was from seeing my mom be an Acre child care provider. It really was so empowering, even if I didn't know it at the time.
My name is Bofatron. I work at Acre almost 20 years. Actually, more than 20 years, 21 years. Yeah, 21 years. And I don't speak any language in that time. I didn't like in that time. I want that one day I want to be a translator. I want to just help other women. I want to know what it feels like. And and when Acre hired me, I'm like, wow, this is my dream come true. This is what I wanted, So we're really, really happy.
So I think my hope for Acre is that it just keeps growing, keeps meeting those challenges that other people think that can't be met, or that the folks that they're trying to help could do, and then just prove everybody wrong and say, yeah, we can do that.
Happy anniversary, Acre, to 25 more awesome years. Yes.
Feliz 25 anos de aniversário, Acre!
Happy 25th anniversary, Acre. We wish you 25 more wonderful years.
Llevo trabajando con Acre 10 años y feliz aniversario y gracias por todo.
Así que feliz aniversario. ¡Yeah!
Felicidades por 25 years. Feliz aniversario.
Feliz aniversario. Que cumpla muchos años más.
Happy 25th anniversary, Acre! Yes!
Happy 25th year anniversary, Acre.
Woo!